Okay, it's been about 40 minutes, only 40 minutes since I finished the video where I was complaining about how I didn't want to get started, and I'm already 80 pages into the first book that I decided was the more important one for me to skim. And I remembered a technique that I implemented that I want to tell you about that made all the difference in me getting through 80 pages in such a little time. Let me show you. Do you want to know a secret? I think I made these videos on skimming because I'd rather make a video than actually do the hard work of skimming. So now it's time for me to dive into the first one that I think is going to be the most effective. This one, oh my God. And I'm feeling like I really don't want to, but I'm gonna. And it feels easier now that I've done the skimming. And easier now that I'm asking you all to hold me accountable for it. So I'm gonna. Okay, time to take a look at our do notice infinity loop, because I just shared with you what I do as far as skimming is concerned, but now I want to take the opportunity to notice a little bit so we can glean some learnings. I'm actually curious what you noticed about why going from backwards to the front of the chapter might actually be valuable for your learning. But here is my list of what I noticed. So first of all, that first bullet here, let's see if I can hold this so I can point. Is it incites curiosity? When I read the ending, I was like, oh, here's a main point. Interesting. I think I get it, but I'm looking forward to having it be more fully formulated. The next is that it puts the brain in puzzle solving mode. And I don't have the brain theory, the neuroscience theory on me right now, but I suspect there is some good information out there around why when we're solving puzzles, it actually helps solidify stronger neural networks in our brain for the information. And the puzzle is, oh, I got this little bit of information, but how are they going to put it together? I got a piece of the puzzle, but I don't see the whole picture yet. Or I see the whole picture, but I don't know how all the pieces are going to put it together. And that's interesting for my brain, at least. The next, that when you are doing the end, you're focusing on predicting. It's like, oh, if this is the main idea that I got in the conclusion, I wonder how they're going to justify it. And I use my previous experience with the information to create a prediction. And it turns out that actually one of the chapters in this lovely book that I read was all about the power of prediction. I love these meta moments when when what I am actually learning is actually providing a meta reflection about how I'm learning right in that moment. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope you get it. If you got it or whether you didn't, post below and let me know. Okay, so now we have down here, it also focuses me on my autonomy. And we know that having an experience of autonomy is one way to build motivation in learners specifically and just people generally. So I feel actually a little proud when I'm going backwards to forwards. I'm like, I'm breaking the rules, but I'm doing it. It's my choice. The rules are you should go from front to back, but I do it differently. I'm weird and cool. I love it. And so that builds my motivation to keep on reading that way. The last one I noticed, and I'm really curious what you notice here, is that it helped me save time by cutting out what I don't need. If you start from the beginning, you assume you're going to need everything and you're following the author's narrative. But I'm actually coming into this book with a whole lot of knowledge already about how the brain learns, right? I've built out a whole course and community for educators all about that. And I'm just looking here to hone my own understandings by seeing how somebody else articulates things. So I realized there's whole sections of the chapters that I can go back and look at, but I don't have to right now, at least, in order to get the main points. So going backwards to forwards has so many benefits. I'm curious if you noticed any others. I'm also curious if you have concerns or worries about what you might be missing out on by going backwards to forwards. Whatever your thoughts are, please post them below. And if you haven't liked and subscribed and done all that jazz, please, 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 so helpful. I'm trying to build my own habit of liking and subscribing to every video and every channel that I find myself enjoying online because I know what a benefit it is. And if you want to see my anti-boring approach secrets to the neuroscience of learning, please head to gretchenwegner.com/secrets. There's a special free gift there for you. Take care.